Hi everyone, it's Natalie here, and I wanted to start the discussion today about what an end-of-life doula is. So there are a lot of answers to that question, and it depends on the doula. The short answer can be found from the National End of Life Doula Alliance, which is an organization that is recently formed in order to define that role better and clarify what the commonalities are. And the way that they define it is to say that end-of-life doulas provide non-medical, holistic support and comfort to the dying person and their family, which may include education and guidance, as well as emotional, spiritual, or practical care, from initial diagnosis through bereavement. So that really is the short answer. The long answer is it depends on the doula, and it depends on their practice. So it also changes sometimes depending on how they want to define their title. There are some doula organizations that refer to themselves as soul midwives or death midwives, death doulas, and I've also encountered with the term psychopomp. Essentially what we're looking at depends on who's doing the training, and then eventually, in terms of the doula and her practice and where she wants to go. There are men who are doulas as well. They're not as common. It tends to be the case that women take on these types of roles, and historically that has also been the case. The role of a doula is ultimately to bring comfort to the dying and to their family. And the way that that comfort is delivered can take any number of forms. So some doulas are going to specialize in a way that's almost shamanic in nature, where their primary concern is about attending to the bedside and helping the person cross over. Some doulas will take a more caregiving approach, which will involve more hands-on contact with the dying person and more direct responsibility for their care and well-being. Other doulas see themselves more as almost like a stage manager for the process, where they are there to provide resources and to help organize and tie up loose ends. And still yet other doulas, I think, end up in a situation where they are spending more time working with the deceased person after they've actually passed. So some doulas will specialize in home funerals and after-death care, and still others will specialize in bereavement. So it really depends upon the doula. A lot of doulas find ways of combining various different aspects of the entire scope of what a doula is capable of, and then draw elements of each of those into their practice. So it's really a matter of asking the doula personally and finding out what it is that she does and what she is most importantly not willing to do. I think most doulas will have certain areas that are just a no-go. Other doulas will have a very, very narrow range of what they actually do. So getting to know the doula and understand more about what their practice includes is really central to choosing a doula wisely. So a large part of what a doula does is to educate about death and to educate about the ways in which we can improve the quality of our life simply by being willing to talk about and contemplate the reality of its impermanence. I invite you to continue this discussion with me as I talk about what I want to do in my own practice, how that's going to be shaped, and hopefully how it changes over time. So I welcome any questions that you have, and certainly this is just one of a series. So there will be more videos to come, and there's a lot more to talk about. But thank you so much for your time today. I know this is not an easy topic to get into, but it is something that is very near and dear to my heart. Thank you for watching.